Yeah. Morning. Morning. Yes. Morning. Okay. So, I'm Quix. You know, this is whatever. Anyway. So this is Genshin Impact. I have found that I play this game for very different reasons than a lot of people. So we're going to look at why that is. So let's look first at my completion tendencies. So we have 100% progress in all of Mondstadt, all of Dragon Spine, and the only two areas that I don't have 100% at the moment are going to be the Bishe Plain and the Chongji Estuary. And those are even very close to being 100%. I just need to spend some more time with the Geo Treasure Compass in those areas. So, anyway, I am a completionist, a hoarder, a collectioner, everything. I haven't actually spent a lot of money on this game, and I don't plan on spending ever a lot of money on this game. That's not how I tend to play stuff. I'm a respectable, just like, I don't know. I don't want to say dolphin. I don't think I spend quite as much as a dolphin. I just, you know, every once in a while I'll get something like, I've gone through Welcome Moon. I'm on my second round of Welcome Moon and some other stuff like that right now. So, I'm adventure rank 51. If we look at the achievements, I have a lot of 100% stuff, and then some other stuff that just is requiring RNG to, and then Spiral Abyss, which I just haven't quite gotten into fully yet. I like to hoard things in games because I don't like being lacking in the resources that I want to have. And so you'll see when I come through my list here that I have a lot of different things. And that's because I will generally just buy out the stores every single day, and that's just how I enjoy playing. You'll see today I've already actually bought out Mondstadt store here. I have found, actually, interesting fact, I have found that there is a cap on certain items. Besides just the resin capsules. For example, flour, which is processed, I found has a cap of 2,000. Which is interesting to me, at least. But this is essentially my daily routine in this game. It's pretty straightforward. I have been going, especially for cabbages, I have 6,400 at the moment. But that's just me having fun. And so I generally just buy out these stores. So that I have enough to do whatever I want, essentially, later, because they're not actually really that expensive. If they were super expensive, I would consider not buying them out and doing other stuff instead with the Mora that I have, but honestly, Mora is a relatively easy to obtain resource in this game, so gotta make sure that you get fish as well, because fish are not fun to farm in the world. See, now the shrimp here I don't buy because they're more expensive than the shrimp from the other places, and so I don't worry about the shrimp here. But fish, I really am not a fan of farming in world, so I will just buy out both of these fish shops. Oh yeah, so the 1.3 patch is coming up soon, and in it I saw in the trailer that these experience ley lines are going to be giving a lot of additional rewards in addition to what they are already doing. And right now, being at adventure rank 51, I have a lot of characters that are not leveled up all the way. So you'll see Chongyun, yeah, Lee, yeah, but my official only level 69 of 70. Barbara still needs to be leveled up to 90. My Traveler still needs to be ascended, which I need some additional masks for, but I just need to get around to crafting those if I decide I want to use him. Razor, I want to... He's one of my off damage dealers in separate parties, and especially since I'm going for Spiral Abyss soon. I need to farm artifacts for Jean, as well as some XP, especially XP. Kaya, you know, so on and so forth. These are only like level 40, 50, 35, 20, 19, 1, level 1 also. And so it's like I need to grab a lot of that. And so I've been farming, while I'm waiting for the 1.3 update, I've actually been farming a lot of the gold ley lines. And so that's why if you check out my inventory right here, you can see that I'm currently resting at, not insignificant, but not fantastic, 3.4 million Mora. I'm going to show off some of my dragon spine farms, because that was the most recent area, and so I've been farming it more than I have been farming other areas recently. And so farming regional specialties and stuff like that in world is one of my favorite things to do. I just like traveling around and having the gatherer playstyle. I have a lot of things marked at the moment. I don't always have things marked. I'm just still learning the dragon spine locations. Well, in dragon spine, my main farms are the Star Silver and the Dragon Tooth. And part of that, the Star Silver, I know specifically I am farming because I want... because my Chongyun uses this Star-tuned Star Silver, and I'm a big fan of how that weapon works with him, because he's able to essentially proc the additional damage every time the thing hits, and I don't know. Anyway, it's a very... I feel like it's a very solid weapon on him. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my playstyle, I suppose, while I'm doing this. Oh, that was interesting. Okay. So, my playstyle, I really like to run a main healer. Nope. I really like to run a dedicated healer in my comps, because I like to stay at full health for a lot of the time, and so that's part of the reason why I have my Barbara leveled up so much, because even though he's may not be the best character in the game, that doesn't really matter to me. I enjoy having the dedicated healer. So, my history with wishes, and that's kind of a funny one, actually. Klee, you'll see in my party right now, I have her at friendship level 10 at the moment. Because my first ever pull in the game, it was a 10 pull, but I got Klee from it. And I didn't quite understand what that meant at the time, getting the 5-star like that. Absolutely fantastic. So I've been using her for a while. Chongyun, my main character, is I pulled him in the Zhongli banner. I also pulled Jean from the Zhongli banner. And it was kind of funny. I was like, you know what? I like Zhongli, even though the community seems to think that he's not actually a very good character, balance-wise. And so, like, I liked his kit, and the tankiness and stuff that it provided, as well as a couple of other things, bits of utility. But, I got Jean instead. But I did manage to get Chongyun from that event banner, which is the single character that I was hoping for the most out of that. I really like the Claymore style, heavy-hitting, tanky bruiser type of playstyle. and so Chongyun works very well for me. So I'm actually a big fan of the lore in this game, which isn't something I thought I would say when I was first playing this. I I was not a fan of the Modstat story quest line. The first main story quest line that you come across when you're playing through the game. I was not a fan of the Storm Terror fight, and a lot of things like that. But the Liyue story quest line and some of the individual character story quest lines just had a lot of good writing in them, and so I have since become a relative fan of the lore. But I've noticed talking with some of my other friends, cohorts, etc. that play this game, that I am not... The characters that I prefer generally for very different reasons than what they do. I don't play this game to have... Okay. I don't play this game to have... for the attractiveness of the characters or anything else like that. Because I've seen a lot of people that are big into, like, you know, anime waifu this, anime waifu that, and I'm not that person. So I play this game because I actually, the amount of care and everything that has gone into the world building and the constant updates and stuff like that are actually pretty cool to me. I'm a big fan of how Mihoyo has treated this game so far, with the way, the scarcity of certain resources. But so my Fischl in this, why do I run Fischl in this comp if I is only level 69 and all my other characters, it's to get the elemental reactions. It's literally just to get the elemental reactions. Okay, he's mad. Okay. Also, Barbara plus Chongyun there's a good chunk of synergy there, because Barbara does apply wet, which is a very good attribute when you're running a cryo character. And so that's... Okay, that's enough tantrum throwing. I'm warmed up now. Okay. Yeah, chilled meat only obtainable from this region so far, so part of the reason why I do that farm every day. Regional specialties only respawn every 48 hours or something like that, and so I am not able to farm Star Silver and a bunch of other stuff like that every day, but that's fine. I like doing fun things in games like this, and oh, fun things, yes, man, enjoying playing video games, man, who does that anymore? So in the for example, the Fat Times, they I think I'm gonna flash one of those up on my screen right now. I'm planning on actually doing some of the challenges from the Tvat Times, just to see how difficult or how long they are, just because I'm kind of curious, and I think it would be kind of funny. And so as you can see, this is actually can be a very effective comp when it comes to certain things. So, especially Klee especially is just very, very good against groups of weak enemies like hilly trolls and stuff like that. More cabbage. The most valuable commodity for me in this game is the cabbage. I don't know why. I love them. They aren't good or anything. They just, I think cabbages are fun. Certainly not. I wonder what would happen if I said that. Sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen in these quests. So one time I actually followed this guy after this quest, and eventually he just like stops, and the balloon and him despawn, and it's kind of funny to me, but. That was a weird hitbox. Thought for sure I had dodged out of the way of that. Yeah, you can see right here, this is going to be a prime example of how just using the official, even just for the extra elemental reaction, and just multiply your damage output fantastically. And granted, this is only a level 81 rune guard, but for my, you know, against my like level 90 Klee and stuff, but
a touch of frost. Spirit wing. Attack.
Let the show begin.
this game has actually been a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool parts in the world and some other bits and pieces like that. You'll see, actually, I ended up reaching my cap on Flower. Flower's cap is 2,000, so I ended up reaching that cap, and so what I did was I made a bunch of, I'm trying to remember which one it was, Fisherman's Toast. As you can see, these are all very easy to obtain because I'm just buying out shops every single day. And so I made a bunch of Fisherman's Toast with Cleat as well, and so I'm actually kind of curious to see what the cap on other potential items. Let me see if I can find it. Fisherman's Toast. And you can see I have like 500 of the normal stuff and like 100 of the Klee specific ones. Like, it's, yeah, I made a bunch of those. So, but I just have fun playing chill in this game. I will be trying out different comps and stuff like that, and eventually getting stuff, but for the moment I'm just playing chill and with this comp. Maybe switch out Fischl for Venti in the future, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah. Primo Gems, wishes, etc. I hoard like no one else in this game. I have like 71 wishes, just standard banner wishes saved up at the moment. And if I hadn't wished for Ganyu specifically, then I probably would have some of the intertwined wishes, event banner wishes saved up as well. But yeah, I hoard because I think it's kind of fun to do mass quantities of things, or wait until some change happens that'll make things more will make things better in the long run. It feels nicer to me. Anyway, that'll be it. Thanks for watching.